well. Okay. We're getting Cinema Machine. God. Stumbling today. I mean, I'm always stumbling, but... So. Okay. Have our Cinema Machine. How do I put it in this scene? Virtual camera. Real camera. I forget. Wait a minute. No. The way I do it is I just put the brain on. Then. Oh, but how do I make the? Is it a component on this? Cinema Machine. I need to look something up. Cinema Machine. Unity. Let's make this bigger so you guys can actually see it. Okay, that's a bit too big. Cinema Machine. Oh god, it's going back to be small. Yes. It's in Cinema Machine. How do I just get the orbits up? I don't really want to look up a video on on stream, but I may need to. Okay, let's just see. Let's just play around. So I have my brain on the camera, which is what I need. Then I forget if it's a component that I add. That's not right. Remove components. Virtual camera, smooth path, machine pad, mixing camera, free look, external, cuts, brain, blend list. Okay, there's my camera. Okay, let's add a free look camera. See what this has. Okay. This feels... Oh, do I have gizmos off? That's... Okay, that's definitely need that. So I need to follow and look at player. There we go. That's what I... Okay. Again, beat that. And this, just give this a cinema brain. Okay, why is it saying there's no camera now? Okay. Well, I'll take that out and just put free look on this. Free look. Why am I? Put the layer on the phone. Look at. There we go. Okay. And now we edit the... But, assuming I understand how Cinema Machine works, we should be... I think that's working. Why isn't it? Okay, that's very... How well or how badly can you guys not see it? I wanna... It's difficult. I wish I had a way to just full screen my stream preview. I can just look up my stream on Twitch. Let's see if I have it muted by default. I do. Yeah, that's pretty small, huh? Okay. Let's see if I can't make bigger. There's no shot it's in here, right? Properties? Oh no, that's not. Okay. Edit. Be in file. Go. Or I want the Unity editor settings. References? 50. Requires a restart to take effect. Okay, I'll have to do it. There's no point streaming it if you guys can't see it. Okay, now I need to wait for a Unity project to open again. So, how have you guys been? Recently? Like just yesterday? Oh, it's fast. Never mind that, that was important. So you see, that's what I was afraid of. And now it feels too big to work with. But it's definitely a hell of a lot better. C, right? I closed the tab, so I have to reopen the tab. Okay, well, let's select something. Give it a second. Yeah, that's decent. It's good enough. Okay. So, camera. Okay, sure. There. And now feels low res for some reason. I don't like it. Round robin's right. Now, why isn't it putting itself on the orbits? Single. Oh. No, that's not right. Should be simple follow, right? Status. Lens events. Alright, update method. Stat script. Camera. Yes, of course. It's the audit listener. I don't know what that is. Okay, so I don't want to turn my head so far. Oh, whoops. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, what? Okay, there we go. Just had to. Oh, that's literally not happening. I was pressing the wrong button. There we go. Alright, it's time to actually do stuff now. Those debug lines are thin. First up, you need to get. I have no clue what my model is gonna look like. terms of size and what scale and whatnot. But for now, we'll just work with the pill. Okay. And it follows, yes. It does that again. Why? Is it because it's the main camera? It has that by default, yeah. Let's try making a free look camera and get the free look off of this. This is, I guess, turn the camera off on this free look camera. Oh, it doesn't actually have a camera on it. It's just an empty with the... That's why. But then why doesn't the camera and the brain and the free look not be the same thing? Create up the cinema machine. Right. Brain. No, not Brian. Brain. Don't want any dogs or otherwise white boys. Camera. Okay. Let's see. This reason. Is there really no way to scroll in this tab? Guess not. Ah, wrong one. So let's see if it follows the player. Like it should. It kind of is. It kind of. Are my lookats and follows correct? They are. But it didn't. First up, radius needs to be higher. Like, it's always a pain trying to get, but the angle isn't refreshing on the look at. On previous previous projects, I've just had an empty that is the camera look at points. I may just need to oh, okay, well that's wrong. Those are leftover and are should not be there. That makes sense. Now the main camera is orbiting this thing. And the thing it is specifically looking at and following is the camera look at point. Now, okay. That's been reset. What does the cinema machine brain do again? It's annoying. I don't know what it does. I'm gonna need to research that. Ah, I should also write a list of things to research. News. to research. That's not how you spell it. Researches. Cinema Machine. So I can remember how to use it next time. Okay. I just gotta compile. Okay, this I can remove that component because that scares me. Then, now we're gonna rig it. Hopefully, right there is fine. Let's tighten this a bit. The height. Let's look at it properly after. Oh, right. Forgot it has built-in mouse controls. Okay, well that explains some things. Can I access control? Can I turn this off for a sec? Values. This is how to blend the child rates. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I can move the camera around. And for some reason, it's not looking properly. Why? Input system package is installed, but it's not used to control its view cam. This is true. Look at is camera look at point. It's not looking at. Do I need to put it again here? Just look at it over? No, that's not doing anything. Is it a setting I have in camera? Perspective. It's physical camera. What does that do? Oh my. Oh, okay. That's trigger. Correct. I for this. Okay. Same as follow target. Is that what it should be? To change it. Not hard look at. It's follow target. No, that's not doing anything. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna restart these. Gonna add camera. Gonna add a brain to it, and I'm gonna add a relook. Now, what it will follow is the camera look at points. Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's rotating. Now it's doing the looking at. Not the foggiest what changed, but Maybe it needed to have a brain itself. I don't know. But now I don't need to rig it. Top rig. Probably about right around there. Radius. Probably relatively far. Oh, I think more than the radius. I just need to up the FOV on what? Does it control it elsewhere here? Lens vertical FOV. Okay, that's all we needed. Just can't change in the actual. Actual there. Or have to do it free look. Okay. So I think that's something I've probably done wrong. A lot. Oh, that's not at all necessary. Probably want to keep it around. That's a relatively decent distance. Then probably camera lookout points a little bit higher, and the follow should probably still be the player, now that I think about it. And going to lower the bottom rig. Actually, probably not very much. This should be a little bit above the camera. Middle rig can just go higher, and then I don't know very much about rigging cameras like this, but let's see how it's gone. Okay. So I think I want to make that one and make this wider. I want to make the bottom rig wider. Then make that one taller. And do I make the middle rig taller too? Probably. Not that. So I think the goal is roughly to get the middle rig where the camera should be, or the player will want the camera for the majority of gameplay. Okay. It is way too slow. Simple follow with world up. Yes. Priority. Can I? That's an issue. How do I increase its follow speed? I think it's kind of difficult to tell from moving anywhere. So I kind of want to make a tile floor. That would be a pain. Let's keep going with this for now. Let's lock to target with rolled up. Okay. This seems proper. Okay. Okay. Lock to target with rolled up. That'll work for now. Okay, so we've got a rudimentary camera. Lovely. Now, how do we get the... not to model rotate to face directly moving? How do we do that? That's gonna be tough. So, over in my player controller, I keep pressing Alt instead of Control to zoom in. I'm thinking about my viewport controls, that kind of thing. So we are getting our inputs. Player presses W. We're adding force forward. And player presses S. We are... right, we're getting our velocity from road space to local space. Then, if local velocity dot z is less than 0, we're going backwards. Raise 0. We set that velocity to 0. Let's apply force backwards. I need to zoom out a little to see things more. Okay. Going forward fast enough by force right. It's been too long since I last worked on this, so I need to reacclimate myself to my own code. Model_ref.rotate. Is my... I need to get the model ref? Do I... Components, rigid body. Okay, I'm not getting model ref. God. Okay, but it's tilting now. Perfect. Not really, but... okay. Oh, Jesus. Pause. Do I need to lower the scale of the velocity? Probably. Seems like it. Okay, so speed is the amount of force added forward. Then amount of force added sideways. The amount of force added from tilting, added backwards. It's right speed. Okay. I don't understand when it does that. Must exit play, that's why. It's funny how it plays the Windows error noise though. Okay, so okay, so we're rotating the model. This. We are clamping our model rotation in 90 degrees left or right. Makes sense, so we don't tip over. Then, okay, that's just how we're doing it. Add force in the direction model is landing in. Yes. Add more force the more rotated the player is. Yes. We apply force if going forward fast enough. Yes. It's greater than 1. And untilt is just if model ref.rotation.z is 0f, etc., etc. Actually, no, I don't think that matters. So, but when we're tilting, we need to not only tilt the model like, what's the button? It's not R? E! Oh, it's E. R is scale. Oh, I'm a fool. Okay, so we need to tilt the player not just like this, but like this, too. And then the way we... Let's just... So the faster... For now, let's just see what happens when we do pretty much the same thing with the other direction, with the other axis. So we're rotating our model here. On Z, just and now we're gonna rotate the model on the what axis? All right. That is the one. Is the let's just get this. That is the y-axis. Y-axis. Speed. 0. And then there's no reason to rotate this. The value that we're getting speed from is what are we calling tilt? Tilt here is our negative tilt speed, and here it's positive tilt speed. Okay, so then understood. So here, to rotate it to the left, we go negative, we add negative, and to rotate to the right, we add positive. Presses D, that's right. We're adding negative. Okay, so then it should be negative speed. Let's see if this does anything. Not sure how easily we'll be able to test this. Okay, okay. That did... Okay. First up, this camera is awful. Gonna turn those off for now. Just go ahead and parent it to the player. Not about... There's decent enough. So then... Oh, and we're not just doing the model ref, we're doing transform, rotate, player on y-axis. That's one thing that was wrong. Oh, this is probably a bad. Okay. Oh, okay. And yeah, we can't tell any of what's happening in our... That's awfully annoying. Any of what's happening in our space because everything's the same damn color. So let's make some 3D objects plain. Well, it is gonna be 5 by 5. That's not quite enough. I mean, too big rather. Okay, just one. I'll be annoying, but oh well. Materials, great. Material. Black. Then this is going to be what our actual floor is. Well, we don't know that yet. Previous times, I had an issue where I made a tile floor, and then the player running along on it would get caught on the seams and do weird stuff. So I just made the tiles and then had an invisible little layer above that was one solid object. And so I'm thinking I might need to do that here, but don't know yet. I presume, yeah. So then, B. Not quite like that. -10. -10. Wrong one, but that's fine. That'll be 0, 10. Now this is our unit. Create empty parent of 2x2 tile. Then once our empty centered, so 5s instead of no, that's not right. Let's figure out how wrong it is. Oh, well, that's... Oh, I just mistyped. Where's the origin? Okay, there we are. I thought it was still at 0 for a second. I was like, what? Why? So now we need... I don't know. I don't think this would work. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great empty parent. 6 by 6 tile. And do this. Oh, it does work. Lovely. Okay, so let's get all of these nice and neat. Yeah. 20. Love. Don't you just love making floors? I love making floors. Here? Yes. 20. 40. 40. Yes, that's the issue with it, is you have so many individual pieces nested together that if you accidentally click on the floor, you get the individual things. Oh, that's... I'm now realizing that. Wait, no, it's not. Oh, I'm a fool. I thought they were... Is the player just above? It is, I think. Not gonna mess with it. Okay. So, it's nice and even. Just the last couple. Zero. It's that one at 0, 0. I don't understand. Anyways. Oh, because that's it? I've made a mistake. It's gonna bother me knowing it. It's just, it will. That was a mistake. So then... These three are the top 3. To that. And then that's 20. And this will be like that. Like that. Like that. Alright, after these two, let's put them over there. Okay, that's... I don't fully understand that, but okay. Okay. Now we're centered on the ocean. Okay. Have to do it all again. That should definitely be... Definitely. 6 by 6 is now... It's 6 times 3. 18 by 18. Empty parents. 18 by 18. Done. So that's a 0, 0, 0. What? I don't understand that. I don't. But okay. So that will go there. Go there. Go there, sure. Go there. It'll need to go there. Ugh, annoying. So that one is boop, boop. This one is at 0, 0. I presume 60. Oh. That's 60? Yes, I. Oh. 60. 60. 60. Negative 60? Yeah, negative 960. Oh. Negative 60. Negative 60. So exciting making a floor. This is the last one, I promise. I promise. Okay, and now 18 by 18 tile. I have a tile floor. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how we move now. The whole purpose of that was saying it's very odd. I think it doesn't turn fast enough. I think we need to make it turn a little bit faster. And obviously its speed itself needs to be slower. Why did I... no, it's... Why is that? Oh god. Where it uses speed is here. Speed times time dot fixed delta time. Okay. So 10 is just too little, I guess. Okay, now we're picking up speed, I guess. It's going so fast at 20. Then why not have a... I need to be able to... I need to be able to set its velocity to 0. It's not moving. Which I was having trouble with, right? I think... Yeah, see, it's still... Numbers are changing for some reason. Still. So... Let's write a function inside of a function inside of a thing inside of Does it need to be in move? It does need to be in move because this is where my inputs are. if inputs are, if no, let's, and velocity is low enough. If so, 0. Okay. So if for 1, this is not equal, we have inputs. And I guess inputs.y and inputs.x equals, whoops. Zero, comma, and what's that? X is 0. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. But I think I can just go ahead and put it into this if statement. And velocity. How do I get my velocity.magnitude? Transform dot velocity.magnitude. Velocity.magnitude. Rigid body. Less than, let's say, for argument's sake, 1.1f. Actually, let's go ahead and do actually 1. Velocity is a vector 3. Yeah, vector 3. So 3 by ref dot velocity equals vector 0. Exactly. So theoretically, if I stop moving here, these will stop. Why are these numbers changing? Is there a way to just expose? Yes, there is. Debug. Liquid body velocity. Fixed update equals d by ref dot velocity, which is a vector, a float. Debug variable. I guess. That velocity is not exposed. Yeah. Variable exposing rigid body velocity. What does that mean? Oh, I just haven't stopped it yet. Okay, so my velocity is 0, but my position is still changing because math. it still looks like it's kicking. Okay. So the thing is, still tilting. Or untilting. Probably untilting. Why? If the player is not tilting, tilts. It's not equal to 0. Okay. So as long as this doesn't equal 0, we're gonna untilt. And when we untilt, if we're rotating it, okay. It's less than 0.1, 0.01. Let's do an if ref rotation Z is less than or larger than is less than 0.1f. And larger than negative 0.1f. Yes. Ref Z equal to 0. So annoying. Okay, how do I... that's, yep, I need to... New quaternion? I could just do, okay, quaternion rotation equals actually, yeah, I'm set it to ref Z and then rotation Z equals 0 and model ref rotation equals rotation. Okay. If model ref rotation is small level set to 0. And now until when it is equal to 0. We're not gonna untilt when it is equal to 0. So theoretically, yeah, that was the issue. But tilting wise, perfect. Except it's not. It's not perfect. Should I just do under 1? It's less than 1 and greater than 1. Oh. Oh. If we put that before we call tilt, then we do there's not tilting on tilt, but if it's just that model ref rotation is within small enough parameters, then we do that. Then would it be an else? That makes sense, yes. So, theoretically... No, that's still not... Okay. Don't understand why these numbers change like this. I'm sure I'm doing all of this in an incredibly bad way, but I don't know how else to. How long does rotate last for? Another but print model ref rotation z has resets 0. Okay. So that's part of it. It's constantly being reset, but something's changing. So what is it? Must be this one. I guess it doesn't matter that much. I don't know. It just feels bad. I guess probably don't technically need this. so then let's do dot magnitude 0.5 f, because that felt like it was coming out a bit fast. That's pretty good. Okay. Maybe that's a feature. But definitely whenever it's... There's... Oh, because it's only not visible. Well, there was no issue with the files before, so you can go ahead with this. But... Okay, definitely not a feature. But... what is happening with this? So if speed.c is less than... Okay, so that's not really doing anything. I don't think. This is supposed to be... So player presses S, then they should go backwards. Or they should reduce their forward. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think we need to reduce our turn speed specifically upon, you know, upon braking. I'm not sure if I want to subtract from the the velocity period if I want to divide the velocity. I want to so the things we can do is we can apply force backwards. Yeah, this should. Why am I this? So the wow. So the things we can do are we can apply force backwards, and which means we're going to need to check when our so the things we need to do in order to have a break, we need to slow ourselves down. Goals for break. That's made it sound real simple. Okay, 1, we slow down, and 2, if we slow down enough, then we stop, and then we don't reverse. For now, let's worry about a reverse later. So first thing we can do is apply force backwards. We can divide our velocity. Velocity is in world space, right? Is unity? Bear with me. Velocity, world space. Oh, no, not interested. Okay. I can check that. Why applying it to the player? Right? Ah. Ah. Yeah, our rigid body is on the player. Is there a way to see my center of gravity? Or is it there? Is the camera's there? See if we unparent it. Does anything happen to James? Or do we still fly out? looks like it. Yeah, we very much did. Okay. Okay. So... It's not an issue at all having it parented. Okay. So... So... There we go. So the issue... So this is what we have right now. And the issue is how we check when our velocity is slow enough to turn off. This is S. Oh. So... So this happens when our velocity dot magnitude is low enough that it's basically 0, so we're going to set it to 0. That doesn't happen. We're not checking that if we're pressing any buttons. But what if we check that even if we're pressing buttons? Or at least... while we're pressing S. Now let's take this out entirely and see if we can still move. So yeah, we can't move forward as long as we do that. But S happens when it's less than 0. So less than or equal to 0. So check if pressing any key, check if not pressing any key to S unless it's 0. So it's at 0. So theoretically, we can move, then we slow down, and going fast, break, break, break. Oh, but we can still go backwards. Huh. Life force backwards. And then I guess here, let's try to... whatever. Oh, that's why that's annoying. They're going to... apply force. That's not what we're going to do. we are going to check if, let's go ahead and keep this at 0. Check if our velocity is pushing the player backwards. If so, turn it off. So let's go back to converting velocity. Go to works velocity to world space to object space. Unity. For transfer direction. Right. So, world velocity. With your body, ref velocity. Okay, now I see with that. There's no need for that variable. So, forget what normalizing does at times, often. Puts it into a value between 0 and 1, right? I said, is it to absolutely? I don't remember. But let's look it up. Let's learn some stuff. What is normal in Unity? Normalizing vector and scaling it to a unit vector. So magnitude while preserving its direction. Understandable. I think there's a use case for us with it here. I'm just gonna ignore it and go on about my day like I was planning. But so now we have our local velocity and our so z for z is negative. If local velocity z is yes is less than 0. How? Set it to 0. And then we now our then we do Pop it a boopy. And now we set our. Now we put it back into world space and set it to our fire F velocity. So direction, local space. Local space to world space. So theoretically, I say theoretically a lot when I'm programming. Have I broken anything? Okay, no. Broken. Okay. So we don't want to apply it yet. We're still going backwards because we're applying the force and then checking it. Else? So, what the? Oh, sorry, I'm unpaused it yet. Enter. What? What's that? I don't understand. It's less than 0. And we're setting it to 0. Oh, well, we're not checking. It's equal to 0. Sure, fine, sure. Oh, set it to 0 when it's already equal to 0 anyways. So it doesn't. So we should only do this upon this not being true. Huh. This is annoying. I don't think this will change anything, but the aim is that nothing happens when pressing S at stop. It's not what happened. Not what happens. I think I just need to look some stuff up, watch some tutorials, that kind of thing, and understand Unity physics better. So I think that's where I'm gonna head it today. I'll see you God knows when. For this room today, but whatever. Alright, bye.